Hey, it was my first time really striper fishing from a boat in the Hudson. A friend of mine who I'd recently met offered to take me out. He had a boat in storage for 5 years. After recouping from an operation, it was the first time he was getting to use it. As you can see, that fine craft is a 1973 vintage craft. And his friend, who he gets to see once a year for a fishing trip, joined us. And we're cruising the Hudson. And I'm just looking around at all the oil and chemicals spilling in there, wondering what kind of fish we're going to catch. At first we went to a place to try to scoop up some herring, but there was no herring near the shore. So we went and bought some worms, and we figured we'd go up to Roundout Creek, where Roundout Creek meets the Hudson, and do a little catfishing. We got there was a lot of action going on the Hudson, even though it was overcast and cold that morning. The sun broke through. Matter of fact, we all got some sunburn from the reflection of the sun on the water. It was a nice trip being in this vintage craft. Reminded me of my trip to the World's Fair a long time ago, when I got to go in that amphibious car that drove from land into the water. Yep, and we had to catch bait fish first. And the Roundout Creek area was full of herring. Full of them. I mean, we were catching anywhere from 1 to 4 every time we dropped a line in the water. It was just insane. There's another one. You can only keep 6 of them per fisherman for bait. Well, we finally landed something, which is pretty amazing because of all the bait fish in there. A striper hitting your bait with like a million other bait fish going by him is pretty incredible there. Hope he don't bite you there. They're all legal size, which is good. Oops, watch yourself there. And we were back to fishing. I actually had more fun catching the bait fish because that was constant action. Whereas when we took our turns catching stripers, it was kind of slow, just sitting there and waiting, watching the guy pull up all the bait fish. We just kept throwing the herring back. We caught so many. Here comes another one. Whoops! Come on, get him in the net. Let's go. That's it. That's it. Nice size fish. Nice size fish. Now, we're not regulars in the Hudson. We do a lot of freshwater fishing in the Ashokan Reservoir, Roundout Reservoir, little ponds, and the Esopus Creek. Fly fishing and fishing with worms, for small browns, large browns in the Ashokan, large lake trout in the Roundout. He's got another one. Here we go again. Come on, get him in. We didn't land everyone because we went out with tackle for catfish. We left the saltwater tackle, the big water tackle, in the truck because we didn't expect to fish for stripers today. But as you can see, look at the size of this one. Another nice one. All legal size, which is good because they're very strict. 1 fish per person, and they can't be too small, they can't be too big. And they're the 3 fish we got. I got the smallest one. But I'm glad I got anything. And then it was heading back. As you can look at Bob's face, look how red his face is from all that sun reflecting off the water, even though it was pretty much overcast most of the day. It's interesting around there. It doesn't look like the water's much too clean. A lot of work going on repairing tugboats and barges, and paint and probably chemicals spilling into the water. But the stripers supposedly don't spend much time there. They come in when the herring come in. They used to come in when the shad came in too, but the shad runs have been slow from what I've heard. I'm no expert. There's kayakers in there, and they were going right up to where the Roundout came in, and there was a waterfall there. And I'm sure since the Roundout is one of the only streams, creeks up here that they stock with rainbow trout, I bet you there's a bunch of rainbow trout right at the bottom of those falls. And here's our last fish. Come on, get him in. Time to go home. Been out here long enough. See, we have light tackle there. I think we have 6-pound test on it. And there's the last one. So, it was a fun day. My first time striper fishing on the Hudson from a boat. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.